What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and I'm bringing you a gameplay here that was sent in to me by a good friend, Wajda2011. This is a fantastic gameplay using the G36 with a red dot and silencer, secondary Scorpion akimbos. However, he doesn't get any kills with the Scorpion akimbos. Although I say if he did, I think that would have made this game absolutely perfect. But no, I'm just kidding. This is a great gameplay. It's on the map Underground. And he picks up a couple of really nice kill streaks with very few deaths, and I enjoyed watching this one actually. So I decided essentially what I'm going to do with this is, with this series at least, from taking other people's gameplay, is go over what they do right, and sort of relate it back to me, and what tips you can take away from it, because I've been doing a lot of tips recently, and that will eventually slow down, but as long as the game is new, which it still pretty much is, I think this is stuff that you can take into mind. So, you'll see that, not always, but generally throughout the entire game, he sticks to the outside of the map. And you can see, like, right here, picks up a nice little long shot right there. I was looking at this gameplay and I was actually pretty impressed because I didn't realize that the G36 had so light recoil. I always, based off the first time I used it, thought it had pretty heavy recoil. But you can see he's just sitting here on the edge of the map. He's got a nice place to run back to in case he gets overrun. You see right there, he saw the tons of people were spawning back there, and they started working them their way, over him. So he pulled back, called in his Predator missile to pick up his Reaper, and there was an attack helicopter in there at some point. But through the Reaper, he picks up quite a few kills, had a nice place to sit down. So this is actually pretty, aside from the fact that he's using kill streaks that he used, and his perks, I believe, are, I'm not certain because theater mode is kind of crappy, but I think it's Scavenger, it is Scavenger, Scavenger, Assassin, and Steady Aim, but I'm not positive. Anyway, he plays in a very similar manner to the way I do. He's pretty careful about what he's doing. He's actually a little bit more careful than I am. I tend to rush a little bit more, but that probably just goes alongside with my ADD. I hate sitting in one place for too long, unless I'm getting a lot of kills, in which case I love sitting in one place for too long because, well, there's reward. But if it comes to sometimes like holding that positions through cover, something I'm not really all that good at simply because I hate just standing there for long periods of time. But I really like the way that Wajda navigates the map. You can see even now he's constantly on the outside, and he's always making sure that he's not going to rush into the middle. Although I say again, there are a few times where he does. But I think if there's one thing that you can take away from that, it's because it's a gameplay like this. It's actually very repeatable. If you have this kind of game style where you just run laps around the map on the outside and you use the silenced weapon and use, well, I don't want to promote Assassin, but Assassin is a perk for this game style, so that they never know where you are and you're constantly in different places. So it's not like you're camping, but it is a perk that suits the game style. Then again, he does luck out there. It's not a perfect game style, but it is pretty good. And it's something I would recommend because it's very easy to find success. You've seen me do it, now you're seeing him do it. Lots of people do it, and it's definitely worth a shot. I would say it's probably better than just bum rushing because, I mean, it's just safer in general. And it is kill confirmed, and he probably doesn't pick up as many tags as he should have. But nevertheless, he does put out a lot of kills, and kills and kill confirmed are just as important as grabbing tags, especially when you have teammates, because most of the time teammates do pick up tags for you, so it's not the most important thing, but sometimes it is worth to go out of your way to pick up tags, especially if they're in a group. Other advice I would give that you could potentially take away from this gameplay is his weapon choice. You really want to know the map before going into it, and you can either have the gun you're comfortable with or a few guns and perk setups. But the way I like to do it is just based on the map. I have 3 main classes that I use, and that's my short range, my middle range, and my long range class. and they all basically are the same. One is a submachine gun PM9 with whatever secondary and whatever perk setup, and it's just so that as I see a map going into a game, I can change it up accordingly. So if I know it's going to be a small map that has some medium range sights, I can change up the perks accordingly. But generally in my middle range class, I'll use either a SCAR or an M4, and in the long range class, I exclusively use the MK14 with now my new favorite attachment, the hybrid sight, which I recently learned there's no difference with aim down sights on the hybrid sight, whether you're using the increased range or the not increased range, and that the increased range sight has a larger zoom than the ACOG scope, which is sort of interesting, and it adds another tactical edge. But another thing recently I've been falling in love with, I don't know if you saw my quick update video where I got some pretty sick clips, if I do say so myself, but and I started playing hardcore, and it is fun. I love the fact that I basically have the old M21 back, and it's one-shot kill all over the place, and it's a lot of fun to use, especially when you throw like a thermal scope and rapid fire, or just a thermal scope and kick or something like that. So hardcore is becoming fun, and you might see gameplay from that of hardcore from me soon. Just recently I got a game, it was like 35 and 10 or 11 or something, and in a regular game that's not amazing, but in hardcore that's actually pretty good. So yeah, so you have something to look forward to soon. But that's the end of the gameplay. They won, almost doubling the other team, and he finishes off with an amazing score of, I believe, 25-3. But if you like this gameplay, comment, rate, subscribe. If you're waiting for your gameplay, hopefully you'll see it soon, and thanks for watching. Running out of things to say as the video closes out with the last screen not moving. Penis.